What's up, everybody? I wanted to talk about this because I've seen a lot of people fail this dboost in runs, and I feel like it's pretty preventable overall, and I feel like I need to be doing my due diligence and hopefully making this a little bit easier for some people. The common misconception here is that you should door check this door, and ultimately everything I'm about to mention and talk about is personal preference. If you like door checking this door and deboosting off from the Ripper by door checking this door, and it's easy for you and you never miss it, whatever, do what you can, do what's good, do what's comfortable. But I do want to mention this. So the way I've set this up, I have made it so that the segment timer in the top right here, the one that says 1.01.45, that is a segment timer if you have never used the practice run before, or if you didn't know that was a feature. It's a very useful feature. I use it all the time. And it's basically just a real-time clock that's just going. It's like having just a timer on. And it takes into account, door frames, lag, sound processing, room times, whatever. It takes into consideration all of that stuff. So I've made it so that after I collect this item, it will reset, right? So it's reset now in the top right. You can see it's 0.00 when I press jump. It's been 6 seconds and 43 frames since I last grabbed gravity. Okay, so that's how we've set it up, and it will update every time I press jump. Anytime I press A, if you want to do this testing yourself, you can go into the controller shortcuts and put update timers on whatever button you would like. It does not have to be jump. So, I bring this all up because the common misconception right now, I feel like, is that door checking is worth doing. So I've set this up so that as I land, I will press jump like this, and you can see that was an 11-second room time with grabbing the door checking the door. I don't do this very often, so you're gonna have to forgive me. 11:03. And now we'll just jump through the door. No big deal. Well, probably easier, honestly. 11:02. Seems awfully similar. Do it one or two more times. 11:01. Fascinating. It was a little slow of a jump, but shouldn't be a big deal. 11 flat. So why do I bring this all up? It's because ultimately those two things are the same speed. What matters is your jump height, not whether or not you door check the door. What matters is how high you're jumping. So, and how early you're jumping and stuff like that. So if you jump if I jumped really early here, maybe not. I've never had to something like that, and I get a lot of fall speed. What do you know? It's almost the exact same speed, but it's faster in this room. But I lost time in the last room, but I had more fall speed, so I saved time in this room. I bring all this up because door checking here doesn't save any time. It saves time in this room, but it saves no time overall. Or if it does, it's like a frame. And I've never been able to concisely test that and prove it. I don't have task tools. And I know this testing is a little wishy-washy because you're not pressing jump exactly on the same frame, but it proves the point that it's within frames. And I bring that all up because doing this deboost right here after a door check is going to be way harder than if you do it without the door check. It's very doable, don't get me wrong. But the problem here is, most of the time, the Ripper is going to be farther to the left. And you have to turn around. I see some people not break spin here too, you really should. What I'm trying to say here is, this is still very doable, and if it's comfortable for you, you should do it. I don't see a reason why you shouldn't. It's a good... It's not like it's a bad strat, but I do see people struggle with this because it's a lot of inputs. You have to press left because otherwise you're just going to fall straight down, right? And we all know about what happens there. And then you have to turn back around, break spin, and then deboost. And because you're having to The reason this is harder, to put it concisely, is that you are much more likely to get a forwards deboost, or a downwards deboost, because you're having to press right late. If you do it like tap right, break spin, and do it like you would the other strat, which I will show you right now. This is what I do in runs, what I have been doing for a really long time. Just that. Tap right, break spin, and press left. Hold jump the entire time. Tap right, break spin, press left. Tap right, break spin, press left. That's it. I don't think I've ever missed this, but I used to miss it all the time when I was door checking. I found this to be way easier, and it saves time in this room. It does lose time in the gravity room, but I think this is like infinitely easier. I think it's definitely worth at least trying and checking out and seeing if it's something you like. So, thought I'd just bring this up because it's really not. It's very comparable in times, and I think I'm shocked more people don't do this, and I think it's a common misconception that you save time by door checking. It's the same idea technically here too, not to get off track, but right here, when you're shooting up like this, and then you moonfall, and then you grab this door, in theory this shouldn't save any time. The door check there doesn't really save any time because you're having to jump no matter what. Or like you're having to wait to fall to the same spot regardless, right? 28. I guess this is a kind of difficult one to measure here. 126. See, you save time here. You save time if you don't moon. It's give and take, right? It's the same thing. You have to fall the same distance no matter what. So, it should just even out. In theory, I don't know if that's actually true for the moonfalls. Moonfall might be different, and I don't know. Don't take my word for this, but in my brain this makes sense. So I don't know. Anyway, this is off topic, but just something I kind of wanted to bring up and talk about, and I hope this helps some people who have been struggling with that deboost, because it's kind of a difficult deboost to hit, right? So anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.